Strange Black Beats.
Sky was angry, the wind would bite, the waves were roaring in the dead of night. Fear crept in like a thief unseen. Oh, where's the calm, where's the serene? Yeshua told the water, peace, be still. He spoke the words and bent the winds. The storm obeyed the master's thrill. Yeshua told stood unshaken while we shook. Eyes like fire, the storm he took. Not a whisper of doubt in his steady tone. He stilled the sea like it was his own. The winds they bowed, the waves they knelt. The power of his voice we felt. Yeshua told the water, peace, be still. Oh, he spoke the words and meant the will. The storm obeyed the master's thrill. Yeshua told the water, peace, be still. Oh, the raging heart, it calms like this. With just a word and heaven's kiss. Oh, when chaos calls and fear runs wild, he speaks the peace to every child.
What's good with it, family? Giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh and faith in Yahshua HaMashiach. To the mighty nation of Israel, I say Shabbat Shalom. To the CUC family, big salute. Brother Shorsham, big salute. To the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology, many big salutes, especially to my elders. And to my brothers and sisters in the chat, to the mighty nation of Israel, I say Shabbat Shalom to you. As you see the title, the patterns of perfection, offerings under grace, truth or calamity. The patterns of perfection, offerings under grace, truth or calamity. Elder Bear Walk and Elder Yashaya is with me today. Y'all know how they get down. Like Elder Yashaya say, turn up Israel and let's get it. Elder Bear Walk, big salute, Elder.
Hallelujah. All praise. Yeah. Turn up. First and foremost, Shabbat Shalom family. I pray that I know we in Israel we have these different dates, but I pray that if you did keep Day of Atonement yet this year, or if you didn't and you are planning on doing it, I pray that you successfully meet your fast, but more importantly, um, all this head knowledge we get of these scriptures. If y'all get to know about me, I'm big on your heart and your walk and your character, right? So as much as these teachings are from on K Judah's platform, on our platform, or any other Israelite platform, the most important thing and the most holiest day is the Day of Atonement to Yahweh, and that I believe that as Israel, no matter what our differences are, we should be working on our character and our hearts to try to enter the kingdom and try to be a better Israelite to our family members, a light to our family members, and to the Gentiles and to whatever, So I prayed for that during my fast, my self prayer for Israel and for us to come out of these our bad habits and self-examine ourselves, how we treat people, how we treat our sisters. Because I've seen some wicked stuff all year long of Israel. I don't mean to be long-winded, but I just need to get this off my chest. I believe as Israel, we should be doing a better job the way we treat our sisters, the way we treat each other, regardless
Absolutely.
of individuals. I see that we seem like we can't even get along with each other out of jealousy or out of because you don't agree with this doctrine. We have to pull each other down. And I don't know if y'all watched that video that I had with the Hebrew Israelite ministry of them keeping sacrifices. That really touched me, and it really messed with my psyche and my mind because I had like 50 scriptures. I just stopped pulling them out because it was mind boggling for me, and it grieved my heart to see that we're not following scriptures, but at the same time we're not even trying to look and see if we might be wrong about things. I suggest people look at that because to be doing sacrifices right now is not a good look. And yeah, that set it off. And I didn't pick that date for the day before the Day of Atonement. I just said October 1st, not even realizing the next day was a Day of Atonement for us. So I really encourage everybody to fast if you haven't, and to definitely come out a better person, man. We got to do better as an Israelite community for real, man. All the stuff we see on social media, all that, we should be able to still walk in love even though we disagree, you know. And I have to realize and examine myself. I'm glad I didn't try to shine and embarrass him, that elder, and I held back because that I realized something just said, "Hey, just say what you got to say, be respectful, and get out of there." You know, and I have to realize we can't do that all the time, try to shine and embarrass somebody because of their doctrine or what they believe. We should just show love. And all praise to God. I thank you for letting me share. Shabbat Shalom,
Already.
all
Yes,
the
sir.
mods. Shabbat Shalom to everybody in the chat. And Shabbat Shalom. Thank you, K. Judah, for allowing us.
Already. Yes, sir. Elder Yashia, talk to him.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody. Turn up, Israel.
Let's
Time to
get it.
dance.
That's right.
It's time to dance. They was over there Hebrew class this morning.
Already.
We got some rec in this morning. I'm ready to get busy.
I need y'all to help me too.
What you need, brother?
I need y'all to help me say the word. Yeah, oh, okay. I can't say it. Go ahead.
What is it?
What is it, K.
I
Judah?
need somebody to help me pronounce. Y'all gotta excuse me. Look, I know
Biblical.
y'all. I know y'all laughed at me the other day. Blame it on my mama. I know she might be listening in the back somewhere. Blame my mama, y'all. She messed up my vocabulary. So when we get offline, I need somebody to stretch it out for me. I need all the syllables. All right, Eddie Yashia, you got it.
What are you talking about?
I can't say the word. I can say I
Test it to me.
it just won't come out.
It's about biblical.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I heard.
can't say that word for nothing, Elder Barrock.
Yeah, that's like archaeology. I can't say that right.
Boy, I was struggling online. You heard me?
Yeah,
They help me out, Lord, please.
biblically, biblically.
My
We'll
wife
get it
told my wife said you need baby powder. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I don't want y'all go ahead. Let's get it. Turn up Israel. Let's get it. I'm ready.
We are ready to teach patterns of perfection,
Let's get it.
offerings under grace, truth, or calamity. So, uh, and it's funny that this teaching was shown this, and then the guy from Hero Israel Ministries, I guess some of those young men had came on in a chat. Was it in a post or something we had there? What was it?
Say it again.
Those young guys that came into the post
When
commenting
yesterday,
on about the offerings and stuff, doing offerings.
all the Kemet dudes.
No, the people from that community, Hero Israel.
Oh yeah, the Hero Israel community.
So I had this ready for K Judah over like was it a month ago, K. Judah?
Yep, about a month ago.
And we didn't even know anything about this, and this was already ready to go. And so we're just gonna deal with a few things about the temple and some math, and we'll let y'all figure out what's what. Give y'all a couple of examples, so everybody will have a firm understanding about when did doing offerings become unlawful, and how and what offerings will be lawful, if any. We'll leave it up to y'all to decide. There's a word we all need to know, and the word is in our tongue, our native tongue is called a moth, and it means truth. And so we are all here seeking truth, right? There's another word that we all should know, and it's called re. That word means evil or calamity. We'll give y'all a date. Can we go to 1 Kings 6, verse 1?
Let's get it.
Remember, can you tell us God to check our text, please?
Biblically. Okay.
If y'all got calculators and y'all want to be involved with this,
You said 1 Kings what?
chapter 6, verse 1.
With
All right, I got it on the screen.
1 Kings 6, verse 1, not 1 Kings 1.
First Kings, chapter 6, and verse 1. And it came to pass in the 480th year, after the children of Israel were come out of the land of Egypt.
Hold on 1 second, K. Judah. Now, I asked if anybody wanted to do a go along with me to witness these numbers. Here's what we're going to start adding up at, because we got to start right here. We know from previous teachings we got in our library that we left out of our ancient homeland, or forgive me, we left out of our ancient captivity in Egypt. Matazarayam, some people use modern Hebrew and they say Mitzrayim, okay? And we have it to an exact date. 2,453 years after creation, 15th of Abayab, what they call a Abib, the first night of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the first day.
Yes, sir.
That is when we exited Egypt, right? So he's saying that 480 years later, what we're about to read, something else is getting ready to happen. So to start off this math, let's add up 2,453 plus 480. And I'm going to wait and see at least two people. I need at least two people in the chat to go along with this math so we can get this, we don't get lost.
2,933. Yohanan and TXB for you. That's 3 witnesses. 2,933.
Good, everybody that's in the chat.
Yes, Bethalia also 4 witnesses.
So that's 2,933 years. Now, just while we're here, it's a few more things. Shabbat Shalom, Akawa Shara. It's a few things we need to see while we're here. I'm going to let K. Judah read some more.
I'm in the middle of verse 1. In the 4th year of Solomon's reign over Israel, in the month Ziph, which is the 2nd month, that he began to build the house of our Elohim.
This is monumentally important to everybody that's in this chat that's listening who may overlook this. Now, we got a bunch of sharp Israelites in the chat, but even sometimes when we sharp, we can overlook things because it's history and it affects all of us. This is one of the areas I spend a great deal of time lining stuff up and hoping, praying that everybody can receive it. So, right, based off of these calculations that we have started on, they're saying that 2,933 years after creation is it's in the fourth year of Solomon. So if we hold up our one hand and we start with 2,933 and we count backwards, that takes us to 2,930 years when Solomon's reign began, which means now you get the birthday of King David. So I'm going to hold on. I'm going to ask the chat another question. Would y'all like to figure out the birthday of King David based off of this? Because David died at 70 years old and Solomon took over the kingdom, whatever year this is we're about to come up with. So now we can reverse and get David's birthday out of this. But it's up to y'all.
Talk to him.
I just need y'all to tell me to proceed. We're going somewhere with this, trust me. But I don't think we should skip over this and we're right here and I can show it to y'all real quick.
Already.
Okay, we got y'all hanging. But they saying let's go. All right. So Shafara has typed the number in there. If we hold up those four fingers and we count backwards, 4 years, 2,933, 2,932, 2,931, 2,930. So Solomon's reign began, as Shafara has so graciously posted in the chat, at 2,930 years after creation. I can show y'all how to do BC dates. I think we'll do that later though. That's more man-made. This is much more accurate based off of the text that we all say we believe in, which is the scriptures. So now, if we were to go to 2 Samuel chapter 5, we're going to come back to Kings. We're not done yet. All right. We're in 2 Samuel chapter 5. If everybody agrees to what this math we in verse 4, we can proceed. I'm going to let K. Judah read verse 4.
2 Samuel chapter 5 and verse 4. David was 30 years old when he began to reign, and he reigned 40 years.
Now, 30 plus 40 equals 70, right?
Absolutely.
Now, everybody that's in the chat, if y'all don't mind, subtract 70 from 2,930. If you are participating in this, don't worry, we're going somewhere with this. I know some of us don't like math, but this is important.
2,860.
Okay, we got witnesses. We got witnesses. We up. 3 witnesses, 4 witnesses, 5 witnesses. 2,860 is correct. I'm going to let y'all write that down for King David's birthday, and I'm going to show y'all why it's his birthday. It's going to be interesting. So now we're gonna go to 1 Kings chapter 12 while we here doing this. Again, what did I say? 12? I mean chapter 2. I'm sorry. I'm going too far ahead. Verse 10 through 12.
First Kings, chapter 2, and verse 10 through 12. And it reads, So David slept with his fathers and was buried in the city of David. And the days that David reigned over Israel was 40 years. 7 years reigned he in Hebron, and 33 years reigned he in Jerusalem.
Now, go ahead.
Then set Solomon upon the throne of David his father, and his kingdom was established greatly.
Now, let me ask y'all something, brothers and sisters in the chat. We got an intelligent chat. We're an intelligent people. If I was to ask, do y'all agree with these calculations based off of what we just read out of the scriptures that we all say are the truth for us? Do y'all agree that the calculations are correct? That it is the custom of our ancestors when a king passes that the heir to the throne takes over. And we have every information we have in every piece of writing that we have in our library is that David reigned 40 years, having started his reign when he was 30. So the closest approximate date that we have for David's birthday, for when Solomon's reign began, David's birthday being 2,860 years after creation, Solomon's reign began 70 years later, 2,930 years after creation, right? That's when Solomon's reign began, when David was 70, and it says that David passed. Do y'all agree with that calculation? Yes or no? This chat be active over here. They don't be playing around. All right, this is good. The children of Israel is, for once, is agreeing. Matter of fact, only time I see Israelites agree on anything is when all of us be fellowship. Everybody else has got other stuff going on. I don't know what's going on. We back in 1 Kings chapter 6 now. Watch how this shapes out. Y'all gonna see this math. It's gonna be now. K. Judah gonna read verse 1 over again, and it's gonna be something else y'all see.
1 Kings chapter 6 and verse 1 again. And it reads, And it came to pass in the 480th year, after the children of Israel was gone out of the land of Egypt, in the 4th year of Solomon's reign over Israel, in the month Ziph, which is the 2nd month, that he began to build the house of our Elohim.
So now, the foundation for the temple, our temple, this is why we're going over this. All y'all that's in the chat, that's Israelites, this is monumental to our ancient history. The history that was taken from us, that was stripped from us, right? It says in the 4th year of Solomon's reign. His reign began approximately around 2,930 years after creation. We all just agreed to that. So in the 4th year would bring the construction of the temple, when the foundation was laid, to around 2,933 years after creation. Do I have agreements on that from the chat? Because we're moving forward. We need to make sure we all in agreement. Don't worry, y'all gonna be cutting up in a minute. I got something for y'all.
They said already.
Okay, here we go. Let's look at verse 37 and 38. It's a lot of science in the scriptures. I try to make them fun with this because we thinking scriptures that just did. No, it's a lot of stuff in the scriptures. We just got to have it presented to us. Verse 37 and 38. Wait till y'all see this.
Same chapter. 1 Kings chapter 6, verse 37 and 38. And it reads, in the 4th year was the foundation of the house of our Elohim laid in the month Ziph. And in the 11th year, in the month Bull, which is the 8th month, was the house finished throughout all the parts thereof, and according to all the fashion of it. So was his 7, go up a little bit, so was he 7 years in building it.
Now, based off of this, we can tell y'all with unequivocal facts, because we saying we believe these manuscripts now. 7.5 years later, well, Yashiyah, it don't say 7.5 years later. Actually, it does. It's Ziph or Zah is the 2nd month, but Wal or Bull is the 8th month. That means, from what we just read, in the 11th year, which would be 11 is 7 years away from 40. Y'all agree? And then 6 additional months was added from Ziph to Bawal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all listening?
Yes,
this
sir.
is approximately 7.5 years later. So what we're going to do, and y'all going to see why later, but we don't got to find out everything in one day. This is approximately around 2,941 years after creation, when the temple was constructed, the first temple. This is important. If y'all agree with that number, type a 1 in or a yes.
They saying already.
All right. Now we got agreements now. We can move forward now. The chat is lit over here on K Judah. Hey now. Now we got some more stuff going on. Let me see. Do I need to include that in this? No, I think that's real. That's good right there. That's good right there. We know when the temple was built. Now, here's another date for y'all. I need K Judah Barawak to turn to 2 Kings chapter 25. The majority of our history, a lot of our history, is in the books of Kings and Chronicles.
Absolutely.
You got to use them to interpret one another. Please, if y'all listen to anything I tell y'all, listen to that. And y'all going to find a whole lot of answers to things in each of the books. 2 Kings chapter 25. Look at verse 8. I'm giving y'all science now. Y'all stay with me. 8 down.
2 Kings chapter 25, starting at verse 8. And in the 5th month, on the 7th day of the month, which is the 19th year of King Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came Nebuzaradan, captain of the guard, a servant of the king of Babylon, unto Jerusalem.
Stop. Everybody that is in this chat that has embraced that you are one of the children of Israel, y'all need to write this verse down and write that man's name down. He did one of the most horrific crimes against our people that is recorded. Please, if you don't know, if you're not familiar with this, write that name down, Nebuzaradan, for what we're about to reveal in the next verse. It's on you, Judah.
Verse 9. And he burnt the house of our Elohim, and the king's house, and all the houses of Jerusalem, and every great man's house burnt he with fire. And all the armies of the Chaldees that were with the captain of the guard break down the walls of Jerusalem round about. Now the rest of the people that was left in the city, and the fugitives that fell away to the king of Babylon with the remnant of the multitude. Go up a little bit, Elder Barrow. The remnant of the multitude did Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, carry away.
Stop. Everybody that just wrote down what I asked you to, write this down or commit it to your memory. This is monumentally important to any of the children of Israel. I don't do no hat. I just do simple teachings to help us, right? This is the third stage of the Babylonian exile. This is when the temple was destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is when the first temple was destroyed. When y'all ready to go, type in "go" in the chat, because this takes the wind out of you right here. I'm gonna tell y'all exactly when this happened. I got a video I'm gonna have Sagala places in the chat called "The Timeline Perfected via the Dead Sea Scrolls." It's gonna give you everything from Adam all the way to this and tell you how to come to AD times.
That's right.
That's so y'all can cross-examine where I'm getting these dates from. It's all done step by step. Every person that is born in the lineage of Adam, every event from Noah's birth, Noah was 500, Noah was 600 when the flood occurred. Everything we got dates on. We don't need nobody coming telling us nothing. Them days is over with. And if we got an issue with it, we'll cross-examine it amongst each other like we're doing right now. So now, we got the teachers and all them on here. K. Judah and Shot Sam them. They around here. They them the guys, they sharp. They know how to do this stuff. Listen to this. Commit this to your notes. D.D. Harrison, don't worry about it. Get it. 3,363 years after creation. Let me type this in the chat for y'all. That is the destruction of the first temple. Commit that to y'all notes. The Dead Sea Scrolls, everything was a part of this, getting all of this stuff did. It took me approximately, between when this was revealed to me, it took 15 years for Yahweh to reveal to me how to show y'all this, because I could not come up with an accurate date to say when the date of creation was. Now I can. So this is 3,363 years after creation. This is when the first temple was destroyed. Now, I'm going to share something with y'all. Between the destruction of the first temple and when it was rebuilt into the second temple, Israel was not doing sacrifices and offerings. There is a reason that our ancestors, once the temple was built, when the temple was not at a functioning capacity, why offerings and sacrifices ceased. Turn to Leviticus chapter 17 now. This is just the first temple. We got to go to the second temple. Don't worry, I'm going to take y'all that. Okay, Judah going to start at verse 1 down.
Leviticus chapter 17 and verse 1. And it reads, And the Elohim spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto Aaron, and unto his sons, and unto all the children of Israel, and say unto them, this is the thing which the Elohim have commanded, saying, what man soever that be of the house of Israel, killing an
Oh, the
ox,
house of Israel, y'all hear that? Come on.
that killing an ox, or a lamb, or goat, in the camp, or that killing it out of the camp, and bringing it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, to offer unto the Elohim before the tabernacle of the Elohim, blood should be imputed unto that man. He have shed blood, and that man should be cut off from among his people.
Okay, dude, let me stop you now, because I got to ask a question now. What do he mean when he say, and he don't bring it not into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation? Y'all see this? He said we can't just be doing offerings and sacrifices in no church. He said the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. Now, everybody that's listening, remember, I'm big on timelines, right? Let me share something with y'all. This is prior to 2,941 years after creation. Forgive me. This is before 2,941 years after creation. So they don't have a temple now. So just so everybody will be aware, Yahweh taught us when we was in the wilderness that we can perform the sacrifices with the moving tabernacle under his tutelage and guidance.
That's right.
Under the Creator's tutelage and guiding was Numbers chapter 28 and 29 revealed. Noah and them, Adam and them, they was doing offerings before it was a tabernacle under the guidance of the Creator. He's telling us right here, he is giving a prophecy to Moses through the instructions. Listen, if they're not bringing this stuff to the door of the tabernacle and they tell my offerings, I'm not accepting none of that. I don't want that. That ain't proper right there. Now, pay attention to how detailed he's going to say and how improper he's going to reveal us in a few verses. It truly is. Come on.
Verse 5, to the end that the children of Israel may bring their sacrifices, which they offer in the open field, even that they may bring them unto the Elohim, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, unto the priests, and offer them for peace offering unto our Elohim. The priest shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar.
Ooh, say that again, K. Do read that again. Ooh.
And the priest shall sprinkle the blood upon the altar of our Elohim at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and burn the fat for a sweet savior unto our Elohim. And they should no more offer their sacrifices unto devils.
That word is idols in Hebrew. So I got to ask the chat something. This chat over here, and so now TX before you and her little crew, they ain't got nothing to talk about now because I made up with Bear Watt and K Judah, so we not beefing no more. So I don't know why I should still be being attacked about me and the usage of the word Shirley and all that. I don't even know. That ain't even cool. But y'all got that TX before you and y'all little crew. Y'all got that. But listen to this right here. This is some real stuff that K Judah just read, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said, and if y'all agree in the chat, that if you do an offering and it's not before the door of the tabernacle, which is going to be moved and placed into the temple, if y'all do that, it is idolatry. If y'all agree with that in the chat, what I just said, how I just said it, please type a 1 in the chat. Now we're finna do some more math after this. Bow Shalom, Momos, Cynthia Stewart, Bria, Shirai.
Everybody putting them ones up in there.
We got the ones in. Now we can flow. Now, get y'all little notepad ready with y'all math. I'm getting ready to give y'all another equation. Mm-hmm. It's gonna be 2. From creation until this point, because the book of Exodus, I don't know if y'all understand this, it contains 1 month of history. We're gonna come back to Leviticus, K. Judah. I need us to go to Exodus chapter 40.
Already.
We got to come back to Leviticus 17 though. And so by being all y'all intelligent people in the chat, y'all can cross-examine this live as to the numbers and where I'm getting these scriptures from and why I'm saying this. Y'all get to cross-examine this live and say, hey, wait a minute, I don't agree with that. That's why we have teachings where questions can get asked. Watch this. Just read the first 2 verses first, K. Judah.
Already. Exodus chapter 40, verse 1 and 2. And the Elohim spake unto Moses, saying, on the first day of the first month should thou set up the tabernacle of the tent of the congregation.
Can I ask y'all a question? What's the first day of the first month?
That's the new moon.
Would that bring in a new year?
Absolutely.
When did we exit out of Egypt? Do anybody remember the exact year? If y'all don't, that's fine. That's what y'all got me for. Let me look in the chat and see if anybody want to tackle that. I don't want to quell the spirit. Let me give y'all this. Look at verse 17 and then y'all be able to figure it out. That's fine, Oracle. Don't worry. I got you. Verse 17, Bear Watt.
I got my timeline and dates in my hand too, right here.
That's good.
Big old thick index cards for the timeline.
Here's y'all answer right here. But you know, you need to remember, and it's only certain dates that I think is mandatory that we remember. We need to remember when Noah was born, because once you get when Noah was born, what year he was born in, now you can move the timeline. You need to remember when Abraham was born. Once you get when Abraham was born, now it's smooth sailing. Then you can get everybody else's birth based off of Abraham. Real simple. Don't worry. If y'all don't know how, Sagala gonna put that video in the chat. Y'all check it out. He's gonna read verse 17 though, and I'm gonna see if y'all see this.
Same chapter. Exodus 40, verse 17. And it came to pass in the first month, in the second year, on the first day of the month, that the tabernacle was reared up.
Stop. Everybody that's listening, this is a little more than 11 months later after out. It's 11 months and 15 days exactly. Write this down. 11 months and 15 days later after we exited Egypt. Now, we exited Egypt 2,453 years after creation. This is 2,454 years after creation, New Year's Day. How y'all like that? We not faking. And none of these Israelites faking. I hope y'all taking notes. Give them time to write this down because we get ready to dance. We just setting the parameters for where this is going. Now, I'm going to put this in the box for y'all. I just made a statement. Nobody asked me a question. Y'all all know I love questions because now you'll know I know what I'm talking about. So y'all can have a little bit of trust in what's being taught. Go to Numbers 1, verse 1. I just told y'all that the entire history of Leviticus, 1 month elapsed. Seemingly 1 month.
Oh, hold on. My sister Didi, she asking this right now.
All right, so Didi, we was taught in Exodus 12 when the New Year's. Exodus 13:4 reveals to us that the New Year's is called in English Abib, but in Hebrew it's Abayab, right? And so can we somebody take those, put those chapters, Exodus 12, 1 and 2, Exodus 13:4. That gives us the revelation of when the New Year's, what the name of the month is. And so we know that Passover is the 14th day of the first month.
That's
and
right.
the Feast of Unleavened Bread, or Kag HaMatazawath, is the 15th day of the first month.
That's right.
That is when we exited out of Egypt, the 15th day of the first month. So when he tells us the new year, when I asked K. Judah, and he so eloquently came out and said, it's the new moon for the first month. The new moon represents day one of the first month,
Absolutely.
at least in our history and culture of Israelites. I don't know what nobody else doing on the other than what they doing in Arabia, and I don't care. I'm here to deal with us. So we get our history, we start understanding our ancient history, our math, and all that. Everybody else, they done made up all kind of stuff. So, Didi, the month of Abib, the new moon to the month of Abib starts year one. This now, what we've been told, is the new moon in the second year. That means the second year of the Exodus. After Exodus 12, everything after Exodus 12, the count is ticking to when we exited Egypt. So when you see in Exodus 40, verse 17, it says, and it came to pass in the first month, in the second year, on the first day of the month. We all know the first day of the month is New Year's on the first month. We know that. So he's telling us this is the second year after the Exodus. Now watch this. He gonna go to Numbers. Did they help you, Sister Dee?
Yeah, we got you.
Our months, they overlap with the Gentiles, how they do months. Y'all know that Rome came and bought a false calendar. They bought a false Sabbath. They bought false food teachings. They put up false images and paintings. Or the children of Israel no longer don't look like us, who they really are. They look like Elvis Presley and the Beatles. And y'all know that that's false. I'm just being honest. Anybody that's listening, that's false.
Yeah, she said already. And to
so this is all Rome stuff. We got to remember how our months overlap. The first month is March, April. The second month is April, May. And you keep going until you get all the way back up to February, March. That's the 12th month. All right. So now we're going to go to Numbers 1. Don't worry, this ain't going to be all night. We just got to go over some equations first.
And Elder Yashia, this Rome and our time, it did not just start, family. This been going on since ancient time and the time of the Messiah. Our time and Rome time differ. We wasn't on the same time. They had their time the way they went by, and then the Hebrew Israelites had their time what they go by. So this ain't just start, family. This been going on for a long time.
So, and this is good. I see some y'all and Sister Didi. It is in a sense April, but the new moon can come in late March. That's why I'm telling you that all of our months, every Hebrew month overlaps. How they got the Gentile calendar set up. It's going to overlap. You're going to notice some days the new moon to start the first month. Some years it's going to be in March. Some years it's going to be in early April. And that's just how it happens in 3-year progressions. I got another video out on that too as well. It explains that. All right, so now he's going to go to Numbers 1, and y'all going to see what I just told y'all the truth. You know, y'all in this truth now, Sonya and Dee Dee, everybody in the chat. Y'all just look, pay attention to when the New Year comes in and when Passover comes in. I got calendars and everything. We got calendars, all that. And you'll see in 3-year intervals that new moon to start the 12th, the New Year. It's gonna be like 1 year is gonna be like late March, early April, in the middle of April. Then the next year is gonna reset again, late March. That's just how it goes. I have to explain that to y'all in a whole nother teaching and show y'all in the scriptures how that goes too. I'm over 20 in, it ain't failed yet. So that tells me when nature is doing that, that's a pattern. That's from Yahweh, and it's the truth. Barry White, can you please go to Numbers 1?
Yeah, Dee Dee. Yeah, my sister. Each month, like the beginning of the month, that first day, it's gonna always be the new moon. Like, the moon gonna tell us when it's changing to the next month
We blow the
on the first
shofar
day.
too every new moon.
Yep, on the first day. That's right.
All right. We in Numbers 1. Okay, Judah just gonna read verse 1. And we're gonna pick up.
Numbers chapter 1 and verse 1. And it reads, And the Elohim spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of the congregation, on the first day of the second month, in the second year, after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying,
Do y'all believe what I'm telling y'all now? This is 1 month later now.
Yep.
The scriptures is telling the truth. Now, I'm a person that has studied religiously for decades. I'll compare these manuscripts. I have no reason to believe that this is a translation error or nothing was removed when I base it off of the Dead Sea Scrolls. Nothing. I don't know if somebody else got a manuscript around and then, we'll have to revisit. I have nothing to believe. So these time frames I'm giving y'all are factual. They're not figurative. These are literal. These are factual. So this is now the second month in the second year. So 1 month has elapsed. Now, why are you saying that, Yashiyah? Because I want y'all to know now, y'all are going to still see people doing sacrifices and offerings from Genesis all the way up. And y'all might want to write this down unto 1 Kings chapter 8. Once 1 Kings chapter 8 get here, when the temple is dedicated, you will not see no Israelite, no righteous Israelites. Notice I said righteous Israelites that is following Yahweh's constitution, which he revealed us. And y'all in the chat, y'all might want to write this down. The Torah, let me type this for y'all in Hebrew. The Torah, right? It was given to Israel to obey and to guide and lead with it. So we are prohibited from doing anything that Leviticus 17 verses 1 through 9 tell us not to do. We can go back there now. I made my point about this timeline. So I'm going to tell y'all when the exact year when these things become, I think we already got it, 2,941 years after creation. So from creation to 2,941 years after creation, sacrifices could be done in the open field with Israel as long as the tabernacle was present. (2,941 years after creation, the temple was built. Now it's prohibited. So when y'all might want to write this down, because somebody put it in the chat, please. When we get to 1 Kings chapter 12, you're going to notice a brother by the name of Jeroboam. It's Yarabim in our native tongue. He set up a false priesthood.
Facts.
They set up a false temple.
Mm-hmm.
A temple structure where they was doing sacrifices, and it wasn't in Jerusalem because he wanted to keep the 10 tribes under his domain instead of them going back and staying with Judah.
Speak.
Those Israelites was false. Everything, I don't care what they had going on between Judah and Israel. Yahweh told them don't fight. And now he let his vanity have all those people doing them false sacrifices. That was false. As false as Judah was, they were still doing offerings at the temple the way Yahweh told them to. Now, we are in Leviticus 17 now, so y'all can catch this. Yeah, y'all gonna get a little history now when we come over. Y'all, we're gonna talk.
Yeah, that thing was so bad. That thing stretched from Dan all the way to Beersheba, family. That
It was
goes
wicked.
how bad it was.
Remember, it was 10 tribes.
10 tribes.
Now everybody gonna have. I'm showing y'all this timeline so y'all can tell them 2,941 years after creation. I'm gonna give y'all when the temple was it happened. We'll go there in a second. Let's finish this part first. I'm getting excited because I want y'all to see this stuff. I believe you are in verse. Can we read verse 7 over again?
Absolutely. Leviticus chapter 17 and verse 7. And it reads, and they should no more offer their sacrifices unto devils, after whom they have gone a whoring.
Woo!
This shall be a statute forever unto them.
Okay, Judah, now, see, this is where me and you and Bear White, we start having problems at. Because I know, I'm going to ask the people in the chat, if I'm false, I'm going to say I'm false. It ain't no way in the world that they say that this is a statute forever. And all these pastors is talking about we can't do this and that. It's not, ain't no way these pastors is saying that, and you saying that the Bible say we supposed to conduct ourselves like this forever.
Forever.
So chat, is K Judah what he's reading? Is that what y'all see on screen? Yes or no? Because if he's saying something is false, I got to get away from him and Bear White. We're going to be beefing again. I'm waiting to see. I want to see what y'all say. Because if that says what he's saying, I don't even want to look at it. That's crazy. Oh, we got witnesses now. Y'all see now you got to deal with this now. All right, let's go, Bear. Okay. So y'all all say we all agree. I'm in agreement too. I just want to make sure. Verse 8. A lot of people ain't going to like this. Come on.
Verse 8. And thou shalt say unto them, whatsoever man that be of the house of Israel, or of the stranger.
Hold on. Judah, man, if you don't start this mess you doing, man, today, man, why is you showing out, man? Are you telling me that this commandment in the law is not just for Israel, but for Gentiles as well? When they practicing the truth?
Yeah.
I got a question now then. Now the chat got to get involved in this. We got to break all this down. So, you know how they say, well, that's for Israel. So you telling me all of the Gentiles that's in the Gentile church, if they don't adhere to this, that they practicing false?
They practicing false.
If y'all agree with what I just said, type a yes in the chat. Or no, type a 1 in the chat. If y'all agree. If y'all disagree, type no in the chat. Because it's clear right here. He said it's for the Gentiles too. Guess what? Guess what I'm not telling y'all? This is what they arguing about in Acts 15 and in Acts 21. Go to Acts 15 real quick, Bear. We here now. We might as well show y'all. It's all the same thing. All of it's dealing with the same thing. This is why they don't want to go live with none of this stuff. We don't ask them. The New Testament written in Greek. Let's go live. No, I don't want to go live. Can't do no sacrifice offering. Hebrews 10 said, let's go live. I don't want to go live. Well, then why y'all study talking then? You get to hang me. Y'all got me now. Y'all can say them, him and that K. Judah and Bear Walk and all them Hebrew, they lying and we call them. Y'all get to say that. 18 down. Remember, everybody, what they arguing about. Some Israelites was false. and came in. Yeah, they false too. Don't think we ain't got no picture to the Israelites is false. They came in here when they practice false. They came in telling people that they can't get saved unless they get circumcised. That ain't in no scripture on the planet Earth right there. So we all, everybody in the chat just need to say, yeah, you're right, that's false. Right, let's move on. 18 down. Watch this.
Acts chapter 15, verse 18. And it reads, known unto Elohim are all his works from the beginning of the world.
Woo, all of them.
Wherefore my sentence is.
Whose sentence is this? Hey, Judah, who calling the shots right here? These the children of Israel, right?
Absolutely.
It's James, the master's brother, right?
Absolutely.
We don't take no orders from Caesar. What happened, man? Everything was in order when long as we was running the show. Once we got out of power, boy, the whole world got messed up. Everybody meditated and then look around and ask yourself, man, I've been false. I ain't been loving my brother. I've been hating on other brothers and sisters and stuff, and we could have been getting things together. That's what we need to do. Come on, okay, Judah.
Wherefore my sentence is that we trouble not them which from among the Gentiles are turned to Elohim.
So this dealing with Gentiles. Come on.
But that we write unto them that they obtain from pollution of idols, and from fornication, and from things strangled, and from blood.
Now, go back to Leviticus 17. He said from pollutions of idols, right? Go back to Leviticus 17. From things strangled and from blood, right? Watch this. This quick. This is a bonus right here. I'm gonna throw this in.
Yashia, can I say this?
Yes.
This also, family, in Acts 15, this is when that wisdom kick in too. Paul basically saying, stop trying to throw so much on them. Let's let them deal with this first. You know, pollution of idols, sacrifice. Let them deal with this first. They was trying to throw so much on them when Paul and them just trying to get them to understand not to do this first. So when you really read Acts 15 and understand, you had some Israelites saying, no, they need to be circumcised. The law of Moses, they not going to be saved. They was telling them, hold up, bro, slow down. Like, you got to slow down. And it's the same way today. When you bringing in the other nations and you trying to get them, okay, they say they want to serve the Most High. They want to have faith in Christ. You can't throw everything on them at one time. You got to just deal slowly with them. Let them learn about how to worship the Most High, how to have faith in Christ first, before you start talking about circumcision, feast days, and all this. Now, they don't understand the way we understand. So we got to go slow with other people that are not of the stock of Israel.
Oh, my goodness. Preach. Preach. Man, he broke that down. Now I got to give him the scripture. We got to go to the scripture with this now. This is crazy right here. All right. Go read verse 8 over again now, and then I'm going to show y'all something. It's crazy.
Leviticus chapter 17 and verse 8. And thou shalt say unto them, whosoever man that be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers which sojourn among you, that offer a burnt offering or sacrifice, and bring it not unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, to offer it unto your Elohim, even that man should be cut off from among his people.
Now,
even the stranger be cut off. Wow.
This will represent Acts 15 offered to idols. Look at verse 10 through 12 now. Wait till y'all see this. I ain't making this up. I'm finna show y'all something. K. Judah just brought it out. I'm finna show y'all now. And Yahweh must be pleased. He got all these Hebrews in the chat, all in on one page. He got to be in the midst of this. $10 down. 10 might be sufficient, yeah.
Leviticus chapter 17, verse 10 down. And whatsoever man that be of the house of Israel, or of the strangers that sojourn among you, that eateth any manner of blood, I will even set my face against that soul that eateth blood, and will cut him off from among his people.
Woo, wait a minute, hold up. Here's the key, everybody that's listening. Y'all, we can see. Pay attention to the words. Pay attention to the words. It says, whatsoever man of the house of Israel or of the strangers, Gentiles. So now this is two codicils in Leviticus 17 that apply to the Gentiles. Here go a third one right here, 14 down.
Verse 14.
15 down.
Verse 15. And every soul that eateth, that which died of itself, or that which was torn with beasts, whether it be one of your own country or a stranger.
There you go. Hey, listen, there go K. Judah again. He reading, he said, or a stranger. Do y'all know that that's it? That's Gentiles. When you look it up in Hebrew, the word. I'm just saying, watch this.
He should both wash his clothes and bathe himself in water, and be unclean until the evening. Then shall he be clean.
So basically, this is 3 of the 4 things that James said that the Gentiles can't do. They talking about the law done away with. He went to the law to give guidance and guidelines to a Gentile believer that comes into our faith. Don't y'all never give nobody that. This our thing. Everybody's included when they want to come in and sit, but you don't come in dictating nothing. You come in and sit, and you become a part of Israel if you come in the right way. You don't come in dictating nothing to us, not spiritual. We ain't gonna even listen. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not gonna even listen. 15, right? So that's 3 of them. But Yashia, it say 4. You ain't sure us where the 4th one there, Yashia. Turn to Leviticus 18. See if I'm making this up, y'all. We got an intelligent chat. That's what y'all do over there in that chat right there. Y'all get busy. Tell me if I'm not telling the truth when y'all read this. We're going back to Acts. All this is tied in. It's dealing with offerings and things. Y'all gonna see. Look at verse 8. More questions y'all ask, the more I can run my mouth. More y'all get fed. I'm just telling you.
Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 8. The nakedness of thy father's wife should thou not uncover. It is thy father's nakedness.
So it say you're supposed to mess around with your father's wife. Now, just to put this in context so y'all can see how this what's contained within this chapter, look at verse 22 and 23. But we're gonna put some emphasis on this. I want y'all to see this is filthy. This ain't clean right here. It means literal blood. You know that medium rare, all that eating food that ain't been. You should have there. Leviticus 18, stay there and look at verse 23, 22 and 23.
Leviticus chapter 18, verse 22 and 23. Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is an abomination.
Woo! Look at 23.
Neither shalt thou lie with any beast to defile thyself therewith. Neither shall any woman stand before a beast and lie down thereto. It is confusion.
Do y'all believe in the chat, if y'all do type of 1 in, that what we just read, what K. Judah just read to all of us to hear and listen, is satanic? If y'all do type of 1 in the chat, while Barrel Walk is turned into 1 Corinthians chapter 5, because we got to allow the scriptures to define what the scriptures say. Not Yashia, not K. Judah, none of that. None of the teachers of Israel. We got to abide by the scriptures. Here's how y'all start. When y'all start paying attention, you start seeing stuff in scripture. You got to read all the words, though. Got to study that Old Testament so you know what they talking about in the New Testament. Especially Paul. You get lost in the sauce if you ain't paying attention. Watch this. Verse 1.
1 Corinthians chapter 5 and verse 1. And it reads, it is reported commonly that there is fornication among you.
K. Judah, what we're dealing with from this point on in this verse is defined as fornication. As fornication. Remember that. Watch this.
It is reported commonly that there is fornication among you, and such fornication as is not so much named among the Gentiles, that one shall have his father's wife.
Did we not just read that in Leviticus
We
18:8?
just read it. Yep.
Hold on. Let's ask the chat. Didn't we just read that in Leviticus 18:8? Yes means yes, no means no. We just read that, didn't we?
Just read it.
I'm waiting on the chat. I want to see what they got to say. I know me and you, we seen it. You just read it. I heard you. Bear, watch going back to Acts 15 now. Watch this.
What y'all notice, family? When somebody come among Israel, whatever you did in your land, that don't apply in God's land.
Come on,
Preach,
man.
You ever did, and you got to accept the right way when you come to our power. So when he said, "Are the stranger," that means when you was eating blood, you can't do that here. Whatever you was worshiping the idol, you can't do that here.
Come on, man.
That's why he told us to go to the world and spread the gospel. Why? Because they don't know the gospel. The only way they gonna know it if we spread it, and we got to spread it the right way.
Come on, man.
That's all I'm saying. So when these nations come, like Elder Yashia just say, you don't come dictate. You got to be a student, just like the rest of our people. We got to be students. You have to be a student. We keep the Shabbat. You got to keep the Shabbat. We do the feast days. You got to do the feast. You got to renew your mind, just like we got to renew our mind. You can't come in the way you are, like a lot of y'all be, and our people can't come in the way a lot of us be. So that's why he say, him that is born and the stranger that sojourn among you, one law for all. One law for all. So y'all got to come in the same way Israel got to come in with a renewed.
Speaking truth. That's right, Sister Badai. Preach that truth, K. Judah.
I'm just keeping it real. You can't do what you want to do in our land. It don't work like that. We can't even do it. Think he gonna let you do it? Nope.
All right. This is crazy right here. Now, go back to verse 18 now. Don't act like y'all don't see this now when we go in and then start talking about I ain't never learned this. Everybody had the opportunity to teach this to y'all the right way. It's on Israel. That's why we got to start fellowshipping together, all of us. 18 down. Watch this. Watch what K. Judah finna read.
Acts chapter 15, verse 18 down. Known unto our Elohim are all his works from the beginning of the world.
We all agree with that. Come on.
Wherefore my sentence is that we trouble not them which from among the Gentiles are turned to Elohim.
Y'all heard what K. Judah just said? Hey man, that boy can preach now. Come on.
But that we write unto them.
Children of Israel telling the Gentiles. Come on, what they telling, Judah?
That they abstain from pollution of idols. And
hold on. Leviticus 17, 1 through 9.
Talk to him. And for fornication.
Hold on. Paul just defined fornication as a man should have his father's wife. That's right. In Leviticus 18, which also contains men being with men and women being with animals, and other things. So Leviticus chapter 18 would define what fornication is scripturally. Forget what the pastors and the mores said. How about what the scriptures say? How y'all like that? Come on.
And from things strangled and from blood.
Leviticus 17 verse 15. Roadkill. And then K. Judah got the audacity to say and from blood. Leviticus 17:10. Now, what y'all got to ask yourself is, if the law done away with it don't apply no more, why is James, the leader of the New Testament church, along with the elders stamping it, teaching these Gentiles these 4 things when they first start believing? Here you go right here. This is where the rest of it come from. A lot of people read over this verse. This verse is more powerful than the rest of them. Verse 21.
Verse 21. For Moses of old times hath in every city them that preach him, being read in the synagogues every Sabbath day.
Now, my people Israel, I'm going to ask y'all a few questions. But wait before y'all answer, because I'm looking for one yes. So the thing is, If y'all agree with how I'm finna break this verse down, y'all type a 1 in when I say I'm done. If y'all don't agree and y'all think that I'm making this up, type a 2 in the chat. If I was to tell y'all that when we see Moses in scripture, particularly in the New Testament, it is intimately connected to law. For Moses of old time, for the law of old time, y'all agree, hath in every city. It didn't say some of the cities. It says every city. Well, what is they doing in every city with the law? Them that preach him. Oh, wait a minute. If the law done away with, why in every city is they preaching the law? Being read in the congregations. This is getting a little touchy now. Every Shabbat day. If the law is done away with, are y'all willing to sit here and tell me that y'all believe every Sabbath in every city they are preaching to the Gentiles these 4 things? How about this right here? Listen before y'all get, because Israelites get turned up. Y'all get turned up, but let me finish it first. If I was to define this verse and say that when a Gentile believer comes into the Hebrew Israelite faith, they are immediately given these 4 basic things which deal with various forms of defilement. Then on the Sabbath day, they get the rest of the teachings on the Sabbath. If y'all agree with that, type a 1 in the chat right now so we can finish this.
You mean to tell me they was doing this every Sabbath, but you got people online teaching that we don't have to keep the Sabbath and the law done away with? And guess who teaching is, y'all? People that look like me and you, with big old platform, hundreds of thousands of people listening to these people say the Sabbath is done away with, the law is done away with, we don't have to keep nothing. But I bet you he won't give you his wife though. He gonna tell you that's sin. But he just told you don't gotta keep the law. Sin is transgression of the law. So give me your wife, brother. Where there's no law, there's no sin, right? Make it make sense. Jesus.
All right. Now we all on the same little thing. Now we got everybody in the chat. They all together. Y'all wives very pleased with what's going on here tonight. Trust me. Now, let's get back to these calculations though. Now we back in Kings now. 1 Kings 6. Go back to verse 38 again.
Verse 38. There y'all go right there. The elder just put it in there. Sin is transgression of the law. So they was teaching the Gentiles to keep the law and abstain from these things. But they telling our people in the world that the law is done away with when they was teaching the Gentile to abstain from things written in the law. Jeez. All right. Verse 38. 1 Kings chapter 6 and verse 38. And in the 11th year, in the month Bull, which is the 8th month, was the house finished throughout all the parts thereof, and according to all the fashion of it. So was he 7 years in building it.
Now, everybody needs to pay attention.
Mm-hmm.
This is 7 years after what? 7.5 years after 2,933, right?
Mm-hmm.
We rounded this off to 2,941.
Mm-hmm.
So now, from this point on, anytime an offering is done and is not in the temple, it is a false offering. It's a false sacrifice. Is Yahweh calls it what? According to Leviticus 17, verse 8. Idolatry, sacrificing to devils. Now, we're going to move on. I'm going to share something with y'all. We went to 2 Kings 25, and we found out that the first temple was destroyed. Did I give y'all a date on that? It's
Yes,
approximately 3,300.
3,363.
Good. Do we got anybody to bear witness to what K. Judah just said?
Let's get it. 3,363. The temple fell. Bathia, already. Johannans, Sport Lee, Ashatar, Lady J, Elder Yashia.
Okay, now
J.
they bearing witness. Good. We all on the same page.
Right.
Now,
already.
that's when the temple, the first temple was destroyed. That is universally received, accepted, and taught is 586 BC. What I need y'all to do now is add 3,363 plus 586. Put it in the chat. We can move on so we won't be all night. Y'all there now. Y'all know what's going on now.
3,949. Sports League already, my brother. Bathia,
Sports League, Bathia, Shirah, 1212. Y'all hanging? Thank y'all. Bathia, you 3 years off.
The Oracle already.
Okay, Oracle.
The child of Yah already, my brother. Shafar already.
Getting it right. Listen, we now, everybody that's listening, because I think I got y'all attention now. This brings us to 1 AD. We're now in AD. Now, add 70 to 3,949. And I'm going to tell y'all something.
$3,949 plus 70 is 4,019. The Oracle 4,019, Shafara, Yohanan.
What? Now, let me ask y'all a question.
Bathia.
I said 3,949 years plus 70, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we got 4,000 what?
19. On Yah's times.
Why do y'all think that I said 70?
Got something to do with David.
70 AD, something happened.
Oh, the Roman destroyed Jerusalem, 70 AD.
The second temple was destroyed.
Absolutely. Facts.
We have no temple standing since then. Nope. There are plans in the work now, a lot of talk in the air that the third temple that's prophesied about, that's right, Bria. The third temple that Ezekiel chapters 40 through 48 is prophesying about, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is the plans are in the work to build that temple. So now, from 4019 AD to where we're at now, which is 5,974 AD, that's one formula that I have. We're going to stick with that one for now. Sacrifices have been illegal on this planet. Any offerings and sacrifices from 4019 until now, because it ain't no temple, they are illegal. Now we got to deal with everything that's going on around us now. Pay attention, everybody, because this is going to get a little deep. We're in Joshua 5. We wanted to help y'all understand the scriptures. Joshua 5, verse 6. Pay attention, y'all.
Joshua chapter 5 and verse 6. And it reads, for the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness, till all the people that were men of war, which came out of Egypt, were consumed, because they obeyed not the voice of their Elohim, unto whom the Elohim sware that he would not show them the land, which the Elohim swear unto their fathers, that he would give us a land that flowed with milk and honey.
Stop. If I was to tell everybody in the chat, here's the formula. Remember, it's certain key dates we have to remember. 2,453. I'm going to type it in the chat. I'm going to put this in the chat right now. Y'all have at it. 2,453 plus 40.
Johannes say 2,493.
Got 3 witnesses, all got the right answer.
Byron.
Wonderful. Now, Yashia, why did you bring us here? Look at verse 10. I'm going to show y'all the importance of these timelines.
Same chapter, Joshua chapter 5, verse 10. And the children of Israel encamped in Gilgal, and kept the Passover on the 14th day of the month at even in the plains of Jericho. And
Passover occurred. Watch this now. Hold on. So 40 years after we left, remember, what did we have in our presence? What was in the midst of us that we was authorized to do sacrifices? Well, y'all said, yeah, Passover, we could keep Passover now. Is that sacrifice? Y'all not listening. What comes directly after the Passover on the 15th?
Unleavened bread.
The first night of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, a separate feast. It's a high holy day. We received instructions in Numbers chapter 28. This is why I'm bringing y'all here. I don't want nobody deceiving y'all no more. We've been lied to enough. 2,493 years after creation, it would seem that offerings can be done outside of the temple because we have the moving tabernacle in our midst. When did the moving tabernacle now become in a fixed position? 2,941 years. Hold on, because we're going to do the math. And I need to ask y'all a question now, because I need to make sure that I'm doing the right thing here. I want to make sure. Are y'all being edified in the chat? In other words, are y'all eating? Because I don't want to think me and K. Judah is just over here faking and y'all not getting fed. If y'all eating, just say yes. And I'm finna show y'all something. We ain't done with this. I want y'all to see why can't nobody come and attack y'all. You ain't attacking no Israelites when K. Judah, Barawak, and Shashem and all them guys, y'all ain't attacking no Israelites. What's wrong with these people? And we'll deal with our own when they wrong. How about that? All right, well, everybody, people say they're eating now. So now, I need that math. I need y'all to do that math, though. I just put it in the chat. The dessert menu coming, Oracle. I got you. Okay, do you see Miss D in the chat?
I already told her many blessings, and I love Miss D. Already.
I got one number.
448.
We need
Oh,
witnesses.
Lady J, 448. Yohanan, 448.
Okay. This what I want to see.
Shafara, 448. Bree Yah, uh, Akaya, on Yah's time. The boy Yah, and Ivan, brother Ivan.
Okay. So now, for an additional 448 years, they still can do sacrifices and offerings because as long as they're around the congregate, the tabernacle, the moving tabernacle. Go to Numbers 28 now. I'm gonna show y'all I'm not faking. All right, okay, Judah, you want to go down to verse, I think it's 15 and 16.
Already.
I try to tell these guys this pushing this rotating Sabbath. They don't listen to nothing. Everybody got all the sense.
I never read that in the scriptures at all.
They haven't either. Bear watch, scroll up for us, please. 16 first.
Numbers
Need
chapter
y'all to take notes.
Numbers chapter 28 and verse 16. And in the 14th day of the first month, it's the Passover of your Elohim. And
right,
in
listen,
the 15th day.
Listen, everybody need to hear this first. It's a reason, and I'm going to tell y'all this real quick. Numbers 28 and Numbers 29 is when the revealed offerings and sacrifices for the feast days and our way of living was established. The daily burnt offering, the new moon offering, the offering on the Sabbaths, that alone tells you that the new moon and the Sabbath is different. It's two different offerings set up.
That's right.
You can't tell these guys nothing. Everybody's got all the sense. When you let one of these young boys get a Jubilees and the Enoch, and they done got everything figured out in 6 months. And it took the rest of us decades to get this figured out.
Decades.
And they got it all figured out. So you can't talk to them. You got to teach and pray for them, and that's all we can do. You love them because you got to love some of them from afar. So now, you don't see no offerings for Passover in verse 16 because the offerings for Passover are in Exodus 12. The lamb itself is an offering.
Talk to
It's
him.
one that can be done, though, absent the tabernacle. Everybody needs to write that down. Now, this is a whole nother matter in verse 17, though. Come on.
Verse 17, same chapter, Numbers 28 and verse 17. And in the 15th day of this month, it's the feast. 7 days shall unleavened bread be eaten. And the first day should be in holy convocation. Ye should do no manner of servile work therein. But ye shall offer a sacrifice made by fire for a burnt offering unto your Elohim, 2 young bullocks and 1 ram, and 7 lambs of the first year. And their meat offering shall be of flour mingled with oil. 3/10 deal shall ye offer for a bullock, and 2/10 deal for a ram.
All right, listen. Everybody relax now. He don't got to read all of it. What we have now established is that offerings now is accompanying Passover for the Feast of Unleavened Bread. They wasn't when we initially came out, right? But you see, they've been implemented now. And remember, when I gave y'all the math, when we got the numbers 1, it was only 13 months had elapsed. So that means it was another Passover. All right, watch this. So now when we go back to Joshua 5, verse 10, I'm going to read something here. I say I'm sorry. Numbers 5 verse 10. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Oracle, your treat getting ready to come up. I got to show y'all this. What's it? Numbers 5 minutes. Joshua 5, bro. Well, I know I'm driving you crazy. I'm sorry. No, I get a little excited sometimes to show y'all stuff.
Hey, family, y'all noticed that the Passover was the 14th, and then the Feast of Unleavened Bread was the 15th. Y'all see that? 14 and 15. Got some people teaching that the Passover and unleavened bread is on the same day.
Well, let me
Man,
tell
no.
y'all something. K2,
No,
you
man.
was, whoo, K2
No.
was going at it. I had a Hebrew Israelite that say he an elder. Me and him talking. You don't want to go loud. You want to talk one-on-one. That's why I don't like closet conversations where you ain't no witness. I love witnesses. He told me when I showed him all this stuff, I sat him down because I was trying to help, because he's leading people down into error. He's leading Israelites into error. Mm-hmm. And you know who I'm talking about, buddy. If you're listening, anything you want to go live in front of everybody, we can do that. I don't mind. I told you then, I'm telling you now. But these was the exact words that was told to me. And I want everybody, if you got something in your hand, sit down and take it out of your hand so you don't drop it. He said, what you want me to do? You think I'm going to go back and tell all them people that I taught something wrong? I got to go to all them people. I said, yeah, you better. That's what I would do. He said, have you ever done it before? I said, yeah. I said, it ain't been nothing but a word that was mispronounced. You got to go back and tell our people, because they are entrusted to us as teachers. They come on to hear us teach them, and so they can be educated and learn and cross-examine stuff.
Yep.
You teach them a lie, and now you got them practicing false. I told him, man, I ain't got no respect for you, bro. You preach to you, you go your way, I'm going to go my way. Don't get in my way, though. Don't get in my way, because I already know what it is. That ain't the spirit right there. That ain't the spirit right there. So you know I'm talking about you, and you say something, anything, I'm going to put your name out there live. All right. That's that now. Here's the question to the chat. If I was to say that they did the offerings of the Feast of Unleavened Bread the next day, do y'all agree? 1 is yes, 2 is no. Y'all Israelites, and y'all got it now. Tell y'all, come with the right answer. Joshua is after Numbers. See how these Israelites, when they in the right place, getting taught the right way, look at them. They all on one accord. Ain't nobody in here causing no confusion. Look at this. Y'all think y'all why don't love this? Look at this. We'll see you later, Raquel and Tamez Williams.
Raquel, one love, my sister. One love.
So now, we got all these Hebrews on the same page, and now, I don't know, they're going to say, well, Yashia, that's one witness. You know, we Israelites, we got to go by 2 witnesses. Always go by that. Right? Go to 2 Chronicles. Go to chapter 15 first. I want to show y'all something. I want this to resonate with y'all.
I want y'all to hear what Elder Yashia said when he said he only pronounced the word wrong, and he went back and corrected it. A sister came to me, and there's a scripture in the Bible that says the children of the kingdom should be cast out into outer darkness. The sister said, KJ, it sounds like you saying, according to the scripture, that all the children gonna be cast out into outer darkness, because I just read it without telling Israel, but a remnant gonna be saved. I told her sister, thank you. You absolutely correct. I went back live and corrected the fact that it sounded like I was saying all the children of Israel gonna be cast out. I wasn't meant it to sound like that, but she came and told me that's the way it sounds. I went back live and told them, family, I made a mistake because it sounds like I'm saying all of Israel, but a remnant gonna be. You see what I'm saying, bro? You gotta be able to go back and correct things when it don't sound right to the people that's listening. So for you to say you want me to go and tell all them people I was wrong, yes, your salvation on the line, bro. Yes, tell them you were wrong. Go ahead, Adi Yashia.
Man, you testifying, brother. Listen, I know you to be that type of man. You love Yahweh. You got the spirit moving. You where you supposed to be at doing what you supposed to do. Everybody that's running around talking about they teaching and more they not supposed to. That's what the moral of that story was. Look at Second Chronicles 15, bear what? We get ready to get this over. We almost done, y'all. We're gonna go a few verses and let y'all see. Look at verse 3.
Second Chronicles, chapter 15, verse 3. And it reads, now for a long season, Israel.
A long season. Come on.
Yes, a long season. Israel have been without the true Elohim.
They didn't know who Yahweh was. They had us talking about Lord and God and all that stuff. They did us wrong over 500 years. Come on.
And without a teaching priest.
We didn't have nobody to teach us. When they was teaching the enemy teachings. Pray over anything is made clean Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Everything. Them not our teachers. Y'all know it. Y'all know the chat know I ain't lying. Well, what is it? Easter, Good Sunday. Where's all this? Ain't none of this stuff in Scripture. None of it. And we the bad guys. Watch this.
And without law.
Guess what, y'all? We no longer have that problem. We no longer have that problem. You got two of them on stage right now. It's others. But y'all got two of them on stage right now. Another one in the audience. Israel gonna be fine. We just gotta start loving each other again.
That's it.
We're gonna be fine. Chapter 30. 2 Chronicles chapter 30.
Black love is black power. I'm telling you, we gotta love each other, man. It ain't hard neither. It don't cost no money. It's free. Israelite love is power.
Verse 15.
Second Chronicles, chapter 30 and verse 15. And it reads, then should they kill the Passover on the 14th day of the second month.
Huh?
Uh-huh.
Hold on, okay, Judah. Now wait a minute. Hold on. Let me ask the audience now. Let me see what's going on over here with y'all in the chat. What did he mean the 14th day of the second month? Passover is the 14th day of the first month.
That's right.
Hold on now. Y'all gotta nigga K Judah laugh. I told y'all he play like he don't know what's going on. So now, are y'all saying, I'm asking the chat now, I'm gonna need y'all for this. Are y'all saying that we have a prohibition if we miss the first Passover, it's another or is it two different Passovers? One for the northern kingdom, one for the southern kingdom. Which one is it? If y'all saying y'all want the answer, type a 2 in the chat because we got to find out what this is. Remember, everything is defiled now.
Absolutely, Yohanan. That's exactly what it is. Facts.
We're gonna have to teach our people this because they need to know this. Listen in the chat. This is y'all history. I'm praying y'all write some of this stuff down.
Yep.
Y'all, nobody can never trick us no more. What if K. Judah and Yashaya ain't around and the other Shasham? What if we ain't got nobody to protect us, to keep us safe? It's a whole lot of wrongs can be done to a person, but if you mess over a person spiritually, you've ruined them. Look at Numbers chapter 9. I'm going to teach y'all this now. I'm going to show y'all. I'm sharing this with y'all.
Your
Everything
whole
is
goal,
in this book.
your whole goal is not to be deceived. And I'm telling you, family, make that your goal.
We coming back to Chronicles. We ain't through.
Make that your mission, because we as Israel, when people coming in, they move from platform to platform. They listening to a lot of teachers. Your goal is to study so hard to where these things won't even bother you when you hear them. Rotating Sabbath day. We don't got to keep the law. You don't got to keep the Sabbath no more. I mean, just all these different doctrines. It messes a lot of people up. A lot of people confused. People that came to me. Man, KJ, I don't know what to believe, bro. Man, can you do a lesson on this? Can you do a lesson on this, brother? Cause I just heard over here, brother. You know, somebody said that you don't want to be deceived. I'm telling you. It's not a good feeling, man. It's a terrible feeling.
Numbers 9, bro. What?
It's a terrible feeling, man. Mm-mm.
Now watch this. Say, speak to the children of Israel.
What verse, Elder?
Read one down. Let's just read it.
Numbers chapter 9, verse 1. And it reads, And the Lord spake unto Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the first month on the second year, after they were come out of the land of Egypt, saying, Let the children of Israel also keep the Passover at his appointed season, in the 14th day of this month at even. Ye shall keep it in its appointed season, according to all the rites of it, and according to all the ceremonies thereof shall ye keep it. And Moses spake unto the children of Israel that they should keep the Passover. And they kept the Passover on the 14th day of the first month at even, in the wilderness of Sinai, according to all that the Elohim commanded Moses. So did the children of Israel. And there were certain men who were defiled by a dead body of a man, that they could not keep the Passover on the day. And they came before Moses and before Aaron on that day.
2 witnesses.
And those men said unto them, We are defiled by the dead body of a man.
7 days. Come on.
Yep. Wherefore we kept back, that we may not offer an offering unto our Elohim in his appointed season among the children of Israel. And Moses said unto them, Stand still, and I will hear what the Elohim will command concerning you. And the Elohim spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying, If a man of you or of your posterity should be unclean by reason of a dead body, or being a journey afar off, yet he should keep the Passover unto his Elohim.
Scroll up, bro. What?
Verse 11. The 14th day of the second month.
Oh, K. Judah.
There you go.
What's this? A second Passover?
Passover, yep.
But it you only can keep this. Well, let's let it read. Let's see what the scriptures say. Y'all don't need my mouth running. Come on.
Verse 11. The 14th day of the second month at evening should they keep it, and eat it with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. They should leave none of it until the morning, nor break any bones of it, according to all the ordinance of the Passover. They should keep it. But the man that is clean and is not in a journey, or forbear to keep the Passover, even that same soul should be cut off from among his people.
Let me ask a question now live, because we got a lot of in the chat. When it says the man, is the women included in this covered under men? Does this apply to our women as well?
Absolutely. Facts.
If it does, y'all in the chat, type 1 in the chat. If y'all believe this applies to women as well, that they got to keep the Passover just like we do.
Yep.
Look, they ain't even hesitating. They coming in. One thing about one of these Israelites, these real Israelite sisters that go off Yahweh, they don't mind the order. They don't mind none of that. They love it. All right, this part of your treat, Oracle, is more coming. The dessert, it's more coming. Come on, finish this one up.
Verse 14. And if a stranger shall sojourn among you, and will keep the Passover unto the Elohim.
Just, we cannot act like we didn't read this, and people have been lying to y'all for years, or not understanding Exodus 12 when it's talking about foreigners. Here we're told right here that they can keep the Passover when they dwell among us. But K. Judah said something deep when he was talking about Acts. All they have to do when they among us is take on our customs, the way that they are instructed to according to the law. And this is our duty from Yahweh through the master Yahweh She in Matthew 5:13. We supposed to be a light to the Gentiles to bring them out of darkness. This is one of the things right here. People say, oh, we can't, but you see them keeping Passover with us. He say if a stranger live among you and will keep the Passover. He didn't say they couldn't. So obviously in Exodus 12, when he say no foreigner, he means foreign to our way of worship. If y'all agree with that, type a 3 in the chat. We're gonna take away all of this foolishness that only Israel can get saved, and we don't supposed to. Man, it's a joy to have other people come in with us. It's even more of a joy to have our people, but our people don't want to listen. Everybody got all the sense. Look how much stuff y'all done got cleared up today. Every time me and K. Judah hook up, ever since we stopped beefing, me, him, and Barry White, everything been real good. I'm telling you, TS before you, it's just so she's so angry she can't attack me no more.
Oh man!
Now the light goes on her now. Her and her little crew get started. All right, come on, we almost through with this.
Verse 15. Oh no, verse 14. And if a stranger should sojourn among you, and will keep the Passover unto your Elohim, according to the ordinance of the Passover, and according to the manner thereof, so shall he do. Ye shall have one ordinance, both for the stranger and for him that was born in the land. And
y'all see this? So it's telling you right here that it's proper. So y'all just gotta understand. You gotta do it the way you can't put no shrimp with the lamb. Ain't none of that. No ham. Ain't none of that. Ain't no white bread with it. It's matzah, unleavened bread. It got to be taught the way that we show them how to do it, the way that the Torah teaches us. All right. Now go back to 2 Chronicles 30. Now let's find out, why did they have to keep the second Passover?
Oh, the shrimp. Oh.
Look at verse 3. You heard that?
Can't eat it though. 2 Chronicles chapter 30 and verse 3. And it reads, for they could not keep it at that time, because the priests had not sanctified themselves sufficiently, neither had the people gathered themselves together to Jerusalem. For they
go down to around verse 13. Watch, you're gonna read some more about this. So everybody can see why this is happening.
What verse, Elder? Because Oracle, she distracted me with these shrimps. What verse, Elder?
13.
Verse 13. And they assembled at Jerusalem much people to keep the feast of unleavened bread in the second month, a very great congregation. And they arose and took away the altars that were in Jerusalem, and all the altars for incense took they away, and cast them in the brook Kidron. Then they killed Passover on the 14th day of the second month. And the priests and the Levites were ashamed and sanctified themselves and brought in the burnt offering into the house of our Elohim. And they stood in their place after their manner, according to the law of Moses, the man of Elohim. The priests sprinkled the blood, which they received at the hand of the Levites. For there were many in the congregation that were not sanctified. Therefore the Levites had the charge of the killing of the Passovers for everyone that was not clean, to sanctify them unto their Elohim.
Come on, keep reading. Scroll up, Bear Walk. We're going to read all this. It's good. We almost done.
For a multitude of people, even many of Ephraim and Manasseh and Issachar and Zebulun, had not
Stop.
cleansed
I thought the
themselves.
10 tribes was lost.
Now
I
they
thought
ain't
that
never,
nobody know what the 10 tribes was.
nope, never
They
been
keeping
lost. That's a
Passover
lie.
with the rest of us.
Absolutely.
And I don't even know if I'm 10 tribes. Everybody in America say they from Judah. That ain't even possible. Come on.
And Zebulun had not cleansed themselves, yet did they eat the Passover otherwise than it was written. Y'all heard that? Otherwise than it was written. Meaning it wasn't written this way, but the Most High is merciful. And that's right. That's y'all. The way it was written, they had to be.
And you got it? It's finna get exposed in a few verses. What you just said. Verify you telling the truth.
Already. Okay. Had not cleansed themselves, yet they did eat the Passover otherwise than it was written. But
mercy and grace. I'm so glad we're under grace. I don't know what to do.
I'm trying to tell you. But Hezekiah prayed for them, saying, the good Elohim pardon everyone.
And he can. He can pardon us. Watch this.
Verse 19. That prepared his heart to seek Elohim, the Lord Elohim of his fathers, though he be not cleansed according to the purification of the sanctuary. And the Elohim hearkened to Hezekiah and healed the people. Mercy and grace.
Us. We got pastors and mores running around talking about they do the healing. We can't do that. So you telling me all of us, when we first came into the truth, we kept Passover exactly the way it was supposed to be kept. That defies comprehension. But somebody just put something in the chat. They've been trying to keep Passover right for, I think they said 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning we got to get around people that's experienced in this walk to get instructions and to teach us so we can learn from. You got a bunch of kids running around now that think they're reading a textbook. They're not communicating with nobody over in Israel that's our people. They're not talking to none of our people over in Africa, nowhere else. And in the United States of America, they got everything figured out. That don't even make no sense to none of y'all that just heard what I said. That's why we encourage us fellowshipping together. It ain't nothing for us to call each other up. Me and K. Judah call each other up, especially after me, him, and Barry Watt got done beefing. We was talking regularly then. So now, everybody in the chat, everybody in the chat, do y'all see that this is the second instance of defilement, and they wouldn't do nothing until they started cleansing that altar and stuff. They wouldn't do nothing. They wouldn't even move. And they prayed to Yahweh, and Yahweh said, okay, I'm going to cleanse y'all. Y'all took care of the temple. The temple they purified. 1 Maccabees chapter 4. I'm going to give y'all a third witness. This is a historical witness.
And the same way he had mercy on Hezekiah and them, it's the same way he have had mercy upon Israel today. Because I'm telling you, a lot of things we have done have been in ignorance. We just didn't know. But now that we know, we got teachers to teach us right and follow the narrow path. So thank Yah for mercy and grace.
Look at verse 38. I think it's around verse 38. We almost done, everybody.
1 Maccabees chapter 4. verse 38. And it reads, and when they saw the sanctuary desolate, and the altar profaned, and the gates burned up, and shrubs growing in the courts as in the forest, or in one of the mountains, yea, and the priest's chambers pulled down, they rent their clothes, and made great lamentations, and cast ashes upon their head, and fell down flat to the ground upon their faces.
Prostrating.
Yep, prostrate, and blew an alarm with the trumpets, and cried toward heaven.
Who they crying to? Yahweh. He fight for us. Watch this.
Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the sanctuary.
Scroll up a little bit, Bear. Let me see if we're going to read something else.
Verse 42. So he chose priests of blameless conversation. Y'all, man, this Bible is just, why he didn't just choose priests? Y'all see that even though they are people, if they not right, they not being chose.
Come on. Come on. Preach, man.
We only chose those of blameless conversation, even though it was all Levites.
Preach,
we only
man.
deal with those that doing right. Just that's like y'all just said. If you ain't trying to go the right way, get out of his way. Just don't get in his way, but get out of his way. Let me read that again, man, because this deep. Verse 39, they rent their clothes and made great lamentation and cast ashes upon their head and fell down flat to the ground upon their faces and blew an alarm with the trumpet and cried toward heaven. Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress until he had cleansed the sanctuary. So he chose priests of blameless conversation, such as had pleasure in the law, who cleansed the sanctuary and bare out the defiled stones into a unclean place. And when they had consulted what to do with the altar of burnt offering, which was profaned, they thought it best to pull it down, lest it should be a reproach to them, because the heathen had defiled it.
Y'all see this? Come on.
Wherefore they pulled it down and laid upon the stone in the mountain of the temple, a convenient place, until there shall come a prophet to show what should be done with them. Then they took whole stones according to the law and built a new altar according to the. Y'all notice, even though this is many generations removed from Moses and them, our ancestors always went back to know what was said in the law, family. So how it's done away with?
Go ahead, preach, man.
And this Maccabees way far removed from Moses when they received the law and the covenant. This is Maccabees. I'm talking about this is in a time around the Greek Empire. And these people still going back to know what our father said in the law. Y'all know why he said whole stones? Because you couldn't put a tool to drill anything that was built for Yahweh. So they knew that. They had to go back and read that, right? How they knew that? Because they read it. So that's what we doing. We reading and going back to our fathers to understand the right way so we can teach our people the right way. We doing what our fathers did, people. Nothing new. Same thing. Okay, here we go. Verse 47. Then they took whole stones according to the law and built a new altar according to the former.
Notice that. Notice it. Come on. Go ahead,
and up the sanctuary and the things that were within the temple and hallowed the courts.
Why they doing this?
That's what I'm saying.
They wasn't doing no offerings when it was messed up. Now that y'all see? Come on.
They made also new holy vessels. How they know how to do that? And into the temple they brought the candlestick. How they know how to do that? And the altar of burnt offering and of incense and the table. The table for what? The showbread.
Come on.
And upon the altar they burned incense, and the lamps that were upon the candlestick they lighted, that they might give light in the temple. Furthermore, they set the loaves upon the table, 12 loaves, and spread over the veils, and finished all the work which they had begun to make. Now on the 5 and 20th day of the 9th month, which is called the month's Castle, in the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning and offered sacrifices according to the law.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
What? The law? And upon a new altar of burnt offerings, which they had made.
Stop.
Come on, man. Deep.
Now,
Deep.
the worship has been restored to the temple now.
Absolutely. Facts.
They wasn't doing no offerings when all of this was going on. We're trying to show you ain't no offerings if the temple is not standing and it ain't functional. You see that the children of Israel, this is why I brought y'all to these 3 witnesses. They refused to do anything dealing with offerings when the worship was not set up right.
Mm-hmm.
Now, go to Acts chapter 2. Now we're finna give y'all a rundown now. Verse 1.
Acts chapter 2 and verse 1. And when the day of first fruit was fully come, because that's the real, it's not penny, it's first fruit of family. And when the day of first fruit was fully come, they were all with one accord in one place.
Pull that up on the blue letter barrel, Watt, so they can see it. But they don't change, they try to change all the names in the New Testament to trick us.
Yep.
Thank goodness.
Feast of weeks, feast of first fruits.
Tap that tool. Let's look at what that word Pentecost, so everybody can read it together. This is crazy, man. You want to read under outline of biblical usage?
This is outline of biblical usage. Pentecost, the 50th day, the second of the 3 great Israelite feasts, celebrated at Jerusalem yearly, the 7th week after the Passover, in grateful recognition of the Capel harvest.
Now listen. They keep trying to say that it's Pentecost. Go to the Torah. Look at Deuteronomy 16, verse 16, 17, real quick. 16. Say the second of 3 great Jewish feasts, right? Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they got everything, every opportunity they get to deceive us, they do it.
Yep.
The good thing he got us equipped. I told y'all got teaching priests now. Read that verse 16, please.
Already. 3 times. Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 16. 3 times in a year shall all thy males appear before your Elohim, thy power, in the place which he should choose, in the feast of unleavened bread, and in the feast of weeks.
The second of the feast, come on.
And in the feast of tabernacles.
The 3rd. That's coming up starting Tuesday night, I think.
And they should not appear before your Elohim empty.
So now, why did they translate it and make it Pentecost instead of Feast of Weeks? Your guess is as good as mine. Right now, we're going to go to Numbers 28 so I can show y'all something.
Big salute, my brother Monster Moshe from the dirt, my brother. Love you with the pure heart, boy.
We only got a few verses, like 2 verses left, y'all. Then we can take questions. Slide down some, Bill. What? Let's see. One more. Go down some more. Go up some more. 26, I think.
Okay.
Okay. We go to offerings right here.
Numbers
20.
chapter 28, verse
Now,
26.
I just need you to read verse 26, the first part.
Already. Also, in the day of the first fruits.
Now,
There you go.
Numbers 28, verse 26 down, it deals with the offerings that were put in place by Yahweh for the Feast of Weeks / first fruits. Now, the temple was standing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go to Acts 21. I want to show you something real quick. Just so y'all can see, I ain't making none of this up. Because I'm going to ask a question.
Said ask what?
21. Look around verse 26. I know y'all probably heard every lie in the world told about this, and now y'all seeing that it was lies. Verse 26, bro. What?
This is Acts
Matter of
chapter
fact, hold
20.
up.
Okay.
26, yep, that's it.
This is Acts chapter 21 and verse 26. And it reads, Then Paul took the men, and the next day purified himself with them, entered into the temple to signify the accomplishment of the day of purification, until that an offering should be offered for every one of them.
Oh, they still doing offerings because the temple's still standing under
Absolutely.
grace.
Facts.
Let me ask y'all a question in the chat. Do y'all agree with this? We under grace and they doing offerings because the temple was still standing. It ain't no temple now. If y'all agree, type a 3 in the chat and I'm going to share something with y'all. Now, see how we learning? So now, look at 1 Corinthians 16, verse 8.
And y'all notice everything was after the law. Even in the New Testament, everything was according to, even Paul told you, he always spoke what? The law and the prophets. So that means that the people that are teaching our people, have these people really been chosen by Yah to teach if they teaching lies? I say no. I say no. They causing mass confusion. Let's get it, Elder.
Look at verse 8. Can you read that?
1 Corinthians chapter 16 and verse 8. But I will tarry at Ephesus until Pentecost. Well, we just
Let
heard.
me ask y'all a question now, everybody in the chat, because now we got everybody thinking like Hebrews now. Y'all done found out some truth now.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all believe that the reason Paul said, oh no, strike that. Do y'all know that the reason Paul said he's going to tarry at Ephesus until the Feast of Weeks / first fruits or the Feast of First Fruits is because he's going to travel back home to Jerusalem because that is one of the pilgrimage feasts where we have to, if we're at all able-bodied and financially, we can get back home to keep the
That's
feast
right.
in Jerusalem.
Facts.
Is that why Paul said that if y'all agree and the temple is still standing with the offerings, type a 5 in the chat.
I'll give you a big 5 because that is absolutely true. Yes. Big fire. And they
I
were still
put something in the chat for y'all. Now we closing out now. We don't got no more scriptures.
keeping the feast, family. And the Shabbat. Come on, man. And keeping the law.
I just put something in the chat. I put a number in the chat. I'm getting ready to tell y'all something. Hold on a second. Y'all gonna do that math for what? I just typed it in the chat. 5,000.
5,974 minus 70, family.
Wait a minute. Hold on. That's my bad, y'all. Let me see. We are exactly in 2000. This is the right number right here. I'm sorry. Try that one right there, y'all. I'm sorry, my bad.
Oh, okay. There you go, y'all. 2025
It's
minus
the right one.
70. Shariah got 1955. Lady J, 1955. The Child of Yah, 1955. Ivan, Sports Lee, Jace, Akia, Bria, Cynthia, the whole family in the building, man. Oracle, everybody, 1955. J. Rowe, 1955. It sound like it sound like something happened in that time, huh, y'all? Like around our time, like some civil rights or something. 1955. Son Yabet Daweed, 1955. Shafara, everybody in the building, 1955.
All right. It's the reason why we got that number.
Already.
The temple was destroyed. The second temple was destroyed in 70 AD.
Yep.
So from 70 AD to today's date, which is almost 2 millennia or 1,955 years have elapsed since it has been lawful to do offerings and sacrifices on this planet. So anybody that teaches or conducts offerings is worshiping in falsehood, and they're teaching you to worship in falsehood.
Right.
Now, we did a video yesterday explaining Hebrews 10 because it's on the surface. Hebrews 10 will have us believe that you cannot perform offerings. We cannot. That's true right now. Ain't no temple. When the temple is built, we may want to look into that again because it specifically says sin offering in Hebrews 10. Now,
Yep.
what specific sin offering is it speaking of, though? Because there are many different sin offerings. They involve different animals for different purposes. There's a sin offering to cleanse the tabernacle, a sin offering to cleanse the altar. It's different sin offerings. So when we go through this, when y'all view this, she just put the video in the chat. I want y'all to look at the video so y'all understand. I don't want nobody lying to y'all no more. Them days is over with. So
can I tell them, Elder?
Go ahead.
The one for the different animals that Elder Yashia talking about, the one that make the atonement, you don't have to do that no more. That's what Hebrews 10 is talking about. Because Yahshua came and he the ultimate atonement.
For
So
our
like I told
sacrifice,
you,
for our
there you go.
salvation.
There you go. So that's what Hebrews 10, Hebrews 9, that's what it's talking about when he say that if the priesthood should go by Aaron, then we don't need another priest. Because they used to sprinkle the blood to do what? To make the atonement. 7 times twice the veil. With an animal without blemish, the animal of the first year. We don't do that no more because Yahshua is the atonement. But that don't mean that in Ezekiel 41, 42, 43, when Yahshua's temple is built again, Levi gonna be set back up.
Tell
So
them
why he
again.
set them back up? There y'all go.
So this ends the account of patterns of perfection,
Awesome.
offerings under grace, truth, or calamity. Do we have any questions? While
Oh,
I'm waiting on questions, I want to say this. I provided witnesses under grace where they was doing offerings when the temple was standing. We've explained there are no offerings when there's no temple. That's why it's unlawful now. We put a video in the chat to explain to you when everything gets set back up again, what's lawful and what's not.
and to back up what Eliashia saying, even the people that's in the land who's talking about building a temple, they trying to set up who they call priests to do what? Sacrifice animals. So even they know they can't do it or purify themselves without a temple. Same thing. Do anybody have any questions that y'all want to ask? My advice to all my brothers and sisters, please read for yourself, man. Please study for yourself. We got a lot of false teachers, whether that's coming from the Christianity side or the Israelite community side or even the Gentile side. We got false teachers, man. They running amok. So that's why Yahshua say, pray that the Most High send laborers into his vineyard. We need laborers. We need truth tellers. We have people teaching lies every single day. And they have big platforms. And people are listening and they believe in what these people say. And they are deceiving these people, man. So please study for yourself. I'm just trying to see, do anybody have any questions? Or somebody asked about the Hebrew calendar, Elder Yashia. Oh, he probably doing something right now, family.
Did he get kicked out, K. Judah?
Now, hold on, let me see something. Oh, there you go right there.
Oh,
Yeah, Kia, I'm sorry, I had my mic muted.
Okay.
I was telling,
Somebody,
asking Sagala to put the our community email in there. Anybody that needs it, just contact us.
okay. Okay.
They done up to 2030, so we got 2026 ready right now.
Okay.
That way, y'all can set up y'all work schedule to take these feast days off. Cause the way that the dates we giving y'all, they right. And I got a teaching coming up where I'm going to explain to everybody how you are able to get the dates. And it's simple. We all gotta just let go of stuff that has been holding us down, grieving us. A lot of false teaching, like K. Judah saying.
I want to say on the 13th, you don't want to miss it. Me and Elder Yashia and Elder Barawak. Another powerful lesson. Matter of fact, let me go to my channel real quick.
that's the 11th.
Okay, the 11th.
Next week, this today.
Thank you, Elder Barawak.
Uh,
We have a lesson called Understanding Paul. The reason why we doing this lesson, Elder Bear Watt put this together and want Elder Yashiyah and myself to teach it. We're going to help our Christian brothers and sisters understand Paul, because a lot of Israelite teachers from the Israelite side, they don't like Paul. They call Paul false. They say Paul was not an apostle. They say Paul be twisting up the words of Yahweh. And this is coming from the Israelite side, not from the Christian side. They believe the Lord done away with. You know what I'm saying? That that Paul is saying that you don't have to keep the commandments, the Sabbath day, nothing. The feast days, all these things are done away with. That's not true. So y'all see how easy it is to confuse people that you're trying to get to learn? Israelites telling them, man, don't believe in Paul. Then the Christians say, man, the Lord done away with. Paul said we don't got to do that. Man, these people being confused, family. So on the 11th, by the guidance of the Most High through Elder Bear Walk, Elder Yashiyah gonna teach it. I'm gonna read. We gonna help the people understand Paul, because it do sound like Paul be contradicting himself, huh? But he's not contradicting himself, because Peter say the things that Paul teach are hard to be understood, that men twist to their own destruction. So we gonna help y'all out with that. Whoever have ears to hear gonna get it. Those who want to continue to be stubborn and believe what you want to believe, look, man, this your salvation in your own hands. We just trying to help you out. Paul not contradicting himself, and we're gonna help you out with this on the 11th. So there you go. Here you go, Elder Yashiyah. Somebody got a question. How do you do tabernacle if you don't have anywhere to set up tents? Oh, Elder Yashiyah, you're on mute. Yeah, Elder Yashiyah, he muted right now. A lot of people, Didi, a lot of people, man, they just do the best they can. They just set it up in the living room or somewhere around their house. I'm just keeping it real. Some people, they just set it up. You know what I mean?
For ourselves, we set it up right in our living room. That's what me and my wife do. Best we can. That's it. Some people got nice, big, giant backyards. They can set it up there. Some people go to a campground with their community. So do your best you can. If you don't have a tent to set up, I mean, I wouldn't beat myself up. Yahweh knows your heart. There's a difference if you can't do it. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm sorry, Rock. Was y'all trying to, man, phone, something going on. Y'all call me?
Sister Didi was asking, how do you keep the tabernacle if you don't have anywhere to set up a tent? And Bear Walk was telling her, you could just do it in the living room or
You can do
somewhere.
it in the living room, the bedroom. I'm looking now how to do it. I got a big backyard, but I don't want to be. I'm gonna do it in the party living room. Yeah, we'll take pictures and show you.
I'm just seeing if anybody got any questions. Okay.
I guess we did our job.
Absolutely. I'm just scrolling up. Everybody's saying this was a wonderful class. Appreciate y'all for that.
Good. They learn.
Okay.
She put that videos in there. Y'all probably should watch them to accompany this teaching, and it's gonna do something for y'all.
I just want to read something from the Bible right quick, and I want all Israel to hear this. Please just listen to this. And just for the family and for all true believers. When they was asking Yahshua, then what should be the sign of your coming? Before he even told them the signs of his coming, look at what this man said, man. Before he even got to what's going to be going on, what's going to happen, before I come, he ain't even tell them none of these things before he said this. This is Matthew 24, And I'm going to pick it up at verse 1. And Yahshua went out and departed from the temple. And his disciples came to him for to show him the building of the temple. And Yahshua said unto them, see ye not all these things? Verily I say unto you, there should not be left here one stone upon another that should not be thrown down. And as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, when should these things be? And what should be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? The first thing on the list, before he even started telling them the sign, Yahshua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. And Paul said the same thing in 2 Thessalonians. Take heed that no man deceive you. Family, don't be deceived. Don't be deceived by false teachers. Do not be deceived and you stumble at the word because you take it the interpretation of men. Read for yourself so when you hear lies, you can depart yourself from them and it won't have any effect on you. A lot of people write me. I'm pretty sure a lot of people write the elders. A lot of people are being deceived, man. They confused on a lot of things. A lot of things. So please don't be deceived, family. That's all I want to say. He said, many should come in my name saying, I am Christ. So they going to confess that he is Christ, but he said they're going to deceive many. Really, really let that soak in. They confessing he Christ, but they still deceiving people. Like Corey. He the main one that I have seen. This boy is so arrogant, so full of pride. He think he's a great teacher, the smartest one in the room, and this boy is deceiving so many people with his false doctrine. It ain't just him, but he the one I see, you can't tell him nothing. He know everything. He got all the answers, y'all, and deceiving all those people that's listening to him. In the Israelite community, got a lot of teachers in the Israelite community. They lying and telling people stuff that's not biblical. And then you got the Christian church. Preachers standing on the pulpit doing the same thing, telling people stuff that's not biblical. So that's my advice. Let no man deceive you. No man. No man. Anything else y'all have, elders?
That's it. I don't. Appreciate everybody letting us come on and share. All praise to Yahweh as the Shabbat just ended on our side. Shabbat Shalom to those who are still keeping it. And all praise to Yahweh.
If y'all haven't subscribed to the Elders Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology, please do. And as you scroll through their channel, Elder Barawak did an interview with an elder, and they talked about sacrifices. Should we still be doing sacrifices? The elder believed we should still be sacrificing animals today. And if you haven't heard that interview, you might want to listen to it, family, because it's going to show you what we saying about. And this no knock to the elder, man. He's an elder. But I'm just saying, false doctrine is false doctrine, family, no matter who teaches.
That's
it wasn't correct what he was saying, but they have an organization teaching this to other people. So this what makes the job hard when you teaching and somebody come in your chat and go, man, you wrong. Man, where you heard that from? Well, my teacher I was just listening to, he told me that. But can you read it out the Bible? No, I can't read it out the Bible. So how you gonna say it wrong, then? This is what we fighting against. People who are regurgitators. Regurgitators.
For the record, family, they are doing sacrifices too. They're not just teaching it. They are doing false sacrifices. And you can go on their website and see some of them. It's shameful.
We love our people, man. We just here to help and try to guide our people right. That's it. So all praise to the Most High Yahweh and faith in Yahshua, Hamashiach, the King of Israel, to the glory of the Father. Enjoy the rest of y'all day, family. I bid y'all speed to your families, your mothers and fathers, husbands and wives, your kids. Israel, be blessed. We made it through another day of atonement. Now we got the Feast of Tabernacles coming up. So enjoy y'all Feast of Tabernacle. And like I said before, family, let no man deceive you by any means. Any means. Salute, family.
Yeah. The sun sets red over ancient stone. Whispers of hope in the winds that moan. Yeah. 1,000 voices, a single song. Yeah. Can we hold on? Can we stay strong? Love each other, Israel, we all we got. Through the fire, through the pain, through the battles fought. When the world feels cold and the light seems fraught. Love each other, Israel, we all we got. Rivers run deep, but the heart runs deeper. Rivers run deep, but the heart runs deeper. Dreams grow wild where the shadows linger. Dreams grow wild where the shadows linger. The seed of peace in the heart is sown. Yeah. Together we rise. Together we toil. Through the storms, through the strife, we carry the spark of light. Love each other, Israel, we all we got. Through the fire, through the pain, through the battles fought. When the world feels cold and the light seems fraught. Love each other, Israel, we all we got. A bridge of faith over waters wide. A promise kept through the longest night. Yeah. Hands together, hearts alive. The strength of one, the power combined.
In the words of my beloved sister August Dreams, thank y'all for coming to the Lions Den with your brother Kate Judah and the CUC family. Big salute to my brother Sharshan. Big salute to the Nazarene Hebrew Institute of Technology family and all my beloved brothers and sisters in the chat. Let's get it. If the Most High move your spirit and move y'all hearts to help our sister Wise Society, I put the information on my community tab, and I want to thank everybody who didn't donate it to Wise Society to help our sister out. She do a lot of work with children. She fight for children. She stand for children. And her job that she do is not easy. She have a lot of opposition, but the Most High is upholding that sister to do the great work that she do. So Arca just put the Cash App in the in the chat. Wise Society, big salute to you, sister, for all that you do. And the Most High gonna work it out for your daughter. So big salute to the family, and I leave you with these encouraging words.
If you love Yahshua, walk in his footsteps. He created all things by the spirit of his breath. He showed us the narrow path that leads to life. He have showed us how to worship the Father, the spirit of all life.
And your brother K. Judah wanna say, Shalom to the mighty nation of Israel. Big salute, family.